One of the things that a lot of people don't realize about 100 low lead is that low lead is kind of a misnomer. Yes, it's lower lead than what avgas used to have back in the 40s and 50s, but it actually has about 18 times the amount of lead that leaded regular gas had in automobiles.
That's a problem for us when we're using the 100LL, and that's why we have to be careful what kind of oil we use. And there are some special operating tips we can give you that will help you to avoid the potential problems if you're going to use avgas. Now, we know if you're traveling cross country that it's pretty hard to get auto gas, especially premium auto gas, at most airports. So if you're going to be traveling cross country, you know you're going to be using avgas most of the time, then you probably want to go ahead and use a mineral-based oil, one of those dinosaur oils, or at least a semi-synthetic. Two things that you can do if you're using avgas to help you avoid some of the potential problems is use higher power settings, over 5,000 RPM, and you can add a product called TCP, which helps mitigate the negative effects of the lead, tetraethyl lead, in the 100LL.
We highly recommend, if you're using 100 low lead, that you actually take the oil tank out of the aircraft and dismantle it so you can clean out the inside of that tank. At a minimum, do it every 100 hours at your 100-hour inspection or annual, because there will be lead deposits in the bottom of that tank, and you don't want to build it up to the point where the pickup tube starts picking up that lead and running it right back through your engine again.
One of the worst things that you can do if you really want to have a problem, let's look at it that way. If you're using 100LL almost all the time.
Number one, run it at low power settings. You're trying to save fuel. You're pulling it back to 42 to 4,500 RPM. That doesn't help. Not using a TCP or a similar additive that helps burn the lead more efficiently. Using a synthetic oil and maybe running it out to 100 hours.
The symptom you're going to see is after about 400 hours of, let's say, doing everything wrong, as we just said, you'll feel an occasional miss as one of the valves starts to stick, and that'll be the first sign that you're having a problem. Won't cause the engine to quit. It won't put you down in a field or anything like that, but you'll start to notice that something isn't right. You'll end up bringing it to a service center, and they'll fix it. They'll pull the heads and clean the valves and clean the overload clutch and put you back in there, but it's going to cost you some time and some money to take care of that. We'd rather see you avoid that, and it's really easy to do, just doing the things that we just recommended.